Hi, I'm Oliver to the Scott. Well, that's what I'm known in most circles. Facebook, Twitter, BlackBerry Network, which I just bought today, and this is my first phone in 9 years, and yeah, I'm just really getting to grips with it. There's a very overwhelming amount of stuff I need to learn, but I'm getting there. But there's so much. I've been confused by the fact that I have two separate accounts, one for Vodafone, one for BlackBerry, so I kind of got modeled up which email address I assigned to which account. Whoops. Why the fuck did I bother with this? Oh yeah, I wanted to make friends and yeah, hang out with friends so I can try and alleviate the misery, which I feel a lot when I'm alone or by myself. So as I was saying, I like to be known as Oliver to the Scott, which I don't have that name on YouTube because YouTube canned my first account for 3 strikes of copyright infringement. On my old account I used to predominantly make videos about professional wrestling. I still watch professional wrestling. In fact, I'll be watching Over the Limit right after this. I'm a fan of wrestling, but not of any legitimate sports. I live right by Chelsea Stadium. Never go. Don't support the team. No, it's just not an incentive for me to support the team just because I'm from the area which has the name of the team. Whereas with wrestling, well, it's a work, but you know, you have characters. I'm a bit more engaged. I have a bit more invested in who wins and who loses. I usually do all my other videos the other way around. That's the camera I'd normally be filming in. This light is what I use to try and get some light behind it. Not the best arrangement. I am washing my sheets in my duvet cover today. In fact, right after I make this video, I'll go and get them and out of the dryer and put them on. I am an atheist. I used to be a Christian, sort of. Used to fear spending eternity in hell. Incidentally, I used to be afraid of the dark, and that's when I actually faced the fear of walking around alone by myself in the dark. That's kind of when the fear of hell went away, which is fantastic because that sort of fear really stunted my emotional and mental growth. I bought this shirt today from the British Heart Foundation charity shop. I am an anti-natalist. Life is just absolutely pointless, and on top of that, it's a real wearisome bore to have to live through, even in a place as fortunate as I am to be in this stage. Nevertheless, people in the privileged positions, once they sort of get into their teens, they start thinking about this, and they stop being sort of happy clappy, head in the sky kids, and they sort of think about the nature of life itself and come to the realization that it's pointless and get depressed. And then as adults, it's sort of you look back on it as an emotional teen. Well, no, I think that I'm in the right place now, never growing up and never going to impose this life on other people. In the meantime, I'll just try and, I don't know, keep my bar raising. Part of that's going to do with socializing, like at the meetup. I'm a determinist. I don't believe there is free will. How could there be? Unless our brains really can sort of somehow operate on the quantum level, but even then it's not free, it's just, things just happen without sort of a cause and effect, no one reason. But I mainly go for determinism because people do things because of a precursor event. If that wasn't the case, psychology would be fucked. Thinking about why you did what you did, justifying why it is you made that choice would be fucked. Furthermore, this illusion of free will is just that, it's illusory. You want to find that out? Just remember when you heard a bang and it made you jump. Did you choose to jump? No, you jumped involuntarily. The feeling of free will dissipates the moment that something happens that sort of comes outside of your comprehension. I'm an animal rights activist, on the condition that they have a brain and a nervous system, can feel pain, and the rights that I think the animal should have will vary upon the capacity of brain it has. I mean, chickens, for example, feel pain, but pretty stupid. Cows, pigs, and sheep, well, I would object to keeping them in closed spaces, more so than for the chickens, because they have an even greater sense of being able to comprehend them. They're stuck, them being stuck and caged up and unable to roam around freely. Yeah, the living in and of itself does not qualify something for having rights, as many people who argue against me so stupidly point out that how can you mow the grass and how can you take a shower, killing the millions of bacteria? No, fuck off, that's really dumb. Please come up with a better argument.
So yeah, I hope that's given you a sort of vague idea of what I'm all about. Maybe we can discuss these things at the meetup. Or we can just, like, get drunk. One last thing. I have magic powers. But I don't have the patience nor the inclination to watch that last clip and get myself in the exact perfect position and click, you know, the exact perfect way for that jump cut to have been any good. So, I hope you appreciated the joke anyway, in spite of its sloppy, shitty, lazy execution. I'll see you at Geeks United.